So here we are, round 2, match 4, our last quarterfinal match. CWIN banned out Fizz, Lysandra, and Rengar, and then Dr. Mittens in the other corner banned out that Zarya, the Heimerdinger, the Nuisance, the Dream Killer, and then Vi. Because he couldn't think of anyone else, I guess?
Well, I could see why he would, because Vi is one of CWIN's strongest junglers, so...
This is true, and I'm already liking the man of the mittens, the kitten with the doctorate degree, playing the Karma.
And CWIN going Zed. Oh.
This is going to be a dirty, dirty matchup.
I like...
Because...
I don't know if Mittens had this in mind or not, but I guess he took a Flash Exhaust instead of maybe going for like the Ignite Kill or something, but this is going to work out pretty nice for him because exhausting a Zed who's just going to try and jump on him is definitely going to give it a better situation for him.
Well, and if he's building Karma to play the sustain game, where he's going to be leveling up the W, he doesn't really need the all-in damage because he just waits for...
those Mantra Qs.
Yeah, Mantra Qs or...
They are brutal. Karma
has
definitely been one of the strongest champs to pick for this entire tournament. I think she's like...
really great in a lane where you can't get out of the lane against her.
CWIN going Zed with Exhaust and Ignite, so his plan probably just... whatever he's going on, he's just going to stop that target from moving and just try and burn it. Not a bad idea.
Well, the thing about that Zed is he has relatively the same range as a Mantra Q'd Karma when he gets his shadow out there and throws his glaive from the shadow. He doesn't have to worry about mana consumption because he's energy based, and
that is one of the nicest benefits.
Doesn't have
to
work, around the creep wave because he doesn't have to, like with the Dr. Mittens Mantra Qs, he's going to have to get around the creep wave to throw it behind or clear out the creep wave first.
CWIN's just going to shuriken right through those minion waves. If anything, not only helping the poke, but also just the push in general.
So, I mean, if it comes right down to it, I feel like CWIN has the advantage early game, just based on damage. Karma's definitely more bursty, so if she gets him with a good half W, gets her Mantra Q'd off...
If Mittens can start out with a really good Q and keep the poke up high, Mittens can definitely have the early game here, but late game, if Mittens doesn't end it before it gets too far, Zed can easily take him down with that ult.
Well, and Karma definitely... she can and can't play for the lane game. She needs her Q to deal damage to the other player, but she also needs it to clear minion waves. So it really, again, is in the advantage of Jason if they do end up trying to stall the game out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mittens Karma's a very strong, champion for this kind of play, but like you said, if he tries to do the laning phase, he's really only going to be take melee minions down or mage minions down at a time. He can't really focus the whole wave like other champions can.
I mean, the Zed pickup was a really good pick into the Karma.
It was an interesting pick. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't expecting to see a Zed the entire tournament.
It's not a bad idea. But we'll see how it plays out. The game should be loading up first just a second. It'll be interesting to see what their starting items are, too.
Well, I'm guessing the Zed's going to go 5 pots and either glaive, or he's going to go the armor pen and cooldown reduction item, and then build 1 or 2 pots off that. Karma should probably build either Guardian or Chalice. Guardian Orb.
Guardian Orb starts out nice. Alright, so we're in the game. Let's see what we got going on here.
It sounds like Mittens almost picked the Zed as well.
So let's see. Alright, so Karma started with the Phoenix Codex.
Ooh, I
nice
was
ability
not
power
expecting that.
And an Amplifying Tome. He's going straight for that ability power.
He is really
70 ability
to chunk
power
out
already.
the Zed.
He's got to land the hits. Jason, on the other hand, CWIN going
went
with
the sustain route.
Yeah, Guardian's Hammer and Boots and Pots for that mobility. No surprise, Karma started 2 levels into the Q for the Mantra Qs and 1 level in the shield. CWIN didn't bother to get his slash, his E, so instead he's going to do the double level in Q as well with his Shadow combo.
The only downside to the double Mantra shield start is if he really desperately needs that heal, he's not going to have it till level 4. So if Jason all-ins at level 2, or sorry, all-ins at level 3, or right as he gets 4, it's going to be a lot harder for Mittens to fight.
Already starting off with the Shadow Poke, going for those shurikens.
And just walking his way around that minion wave, keeping some minions in between him and Karma.
Mittens trying to land some Qs here. Did you see what their keystones were? I didn't pay attention to that.
No, I did not.
Ooh, there's a solid mantra Q, but Jason got out in time.
Man, if that was a full hit from the mantra Q, though, I don't know how easy it's going to be for Mittens to chunk him out.
Problem being is, none of Mittens' items is going to help with the mana regeneration. If he keeps burning Qs like this, he's going to be at a major disadvantage early and late.
He's going to be struggling for mana probably right around when he gets level 6. But he'll have, 2 relics that he'll be absorbing just to himself, so he should be able to sort of stifle that lack of mana.
True, but every second you leave to go get a relic is a second that either earns, CWIN another CS or even just wave clear. Because you don't necessarily need to go for the Q. We've seen a lot of bloodthirsty plays, but you can win this without ever getting a kill. Here.
There we go. Oh, I was not expecting the all-in.
There's a double exhaust, but CWIN's got the ignite. He's going on it. Mittens shields away, so he survives for now, but he's definitely really low, and he's going to have to wait for those relics.
Well, and now that he's got his W up, he should really be saving his mantra for that W to get the heal off of CWIN, otherwise he's going to be able to all-in him.
Mittens already out of potions, which is a huge disadvantage. CWIN still has, 2 more?
Well, and all summoners are down already, so it's really just... The only real engage is going to be that Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Really going for those Shadow Qs and Es now that he has it. So the poke on Zed is doing very well. Mittens already going for his first back relic.
I mean, they call it Living Shadow, but it's really Shadow Clone Jutsu. We all know what it is.
Copyrights, they just gotta name things what they gotta name.
Jason, this is a little CS, but I don't think that's his goal for the game.
I do not see CWIN going for the CS game at all, especially on Zed. One of the most notorious mid lane mage killers. But it could be anyone game still. Min's at a slight disadvantage, seems to be a little afraid to go anywhere near the minion wave.
He's only got mana left for
One
a mantra and his W. He doesn't have a full combo. He's trying to keep control over his relics.
Oof. CWIN's gonna really need to start using those potions if he keeps taking those.
Well, he's got to be careful because he is low enough that a good mantra and a W will kill him if they both land.
Nice thing is with that Guardian Hammer, he will have lifesteal, and he continues to, dominate the lane here. He's just gonna lifesteal back off all those minions. Oh! With the ult, is it enough to save him though? Mittens has no mana, so the auto attacks, but minions are helping out. Ignite and double exhaust. Ignite. Can he get it? There it is.
Whew, that was a good play.
That was close for CWIN though.
I was expecting Mittens to throw out the exhaust a little earlier to try to mitigate some of the damage from the ult.
It would have helped.
It came down a lot closer than I thought it was going to.
Well, that is CWIN's match.
So here we are, quarterfinals, match 4, game 2. CWIN won the last game with a nice 1v1. Zed over Karma. Bans are pretty close this game. Heimerdinger's still banned, Zed now banned, and Vi still banned for Dr. Mittens. And then over on CWIN's side, we have Lissandra, Yasuo, and Fizz.
They both already locked in. That was a very quick decision on their part.
That
Mittens
was instant. They already knew who they wanted to play.
Mittens going Fiora, CWIN going Zillion.
I actually don't know how these characters play into each other at all.
You know what? This will be a unique one too. Both bringing Ignite though, so I guess they're both going to go for the kill. Mittens going with the exhaust. Not a bad idea on Fiora, who in this
she doesn't need the gap closer because she has her dash.
Exactly. She's going to try and get on Zillion, who
meanwhile
with his speed boost can potentially get away.
Ugh, that dash though, he's gonna have to flash out.
He might have to burn it fast, but you know,
it really comes down to, I think, if CWIN gets the double stun on the time bombs, and if Mittens actually gets the riposte on the time bombs.
It would definitely help. But here's the thing again, kind of the same setup as the last game. However, the roles have now reversed. CWIN going with Zillion, he's the one kit style. You know, he's got to land those Qs to really be the only damage that he's got. Yep. Mittens, however, now, you know, following on CWIN's first lead, an all-in champion. He's just going to try and get him down.
Well, I think he was expecting CWIN to play another melee-based champion, another
definitely explain why he decided to go Fiora, you know, someone who can block attacks.
That's the one thing I don't know, though. With Fiora, can you block Zillion's time bomb on the attachment, or do you have to block the explosion?
I would assume...
I'm not sure. I've never actually had to play a Fiora into a Zillion.
Honestly, you're right.
No one plays Zillion.
I've never seen this setup myself either, and it'll be interesting to see what she has to repost. If she reposts the first bomb, you know, now if he lands the second bomb, no stun, but still some damage. If she reposts that second bomb, no extra damage, no stun, that might be the route to go, that allowing him, you know, to keep going in as a melee champ.
Well, and I think Mittens has to work to try to really bring down CWIN before the level 6, because once he has that ultimate, he just has to wait till Mittens burns his ignite, throw his ultimate on himself, walk away.
This is true.
And he could really bait out a summoner with that ult.
It would definitely... And the thing is,
of course,
you know, as Zillion, the ult's not really that big a problem with cooldowns.
Yeah, and that's assuming he's already winning the matchup. Obviously, you can't use his ultimate proactively if you have to use it reactively.
That ult is also going to be a major play in Mittens, you know, ever potentially doing a tower dive.
Oh, I don't think he'd risk a tower dive against a Zillion.
I would hope not, but...
If he does, he's going to do it pre-6.
He would definitely have to. There'd be no other way.
Only a madman dives post-6 against a Zillion.
We'll find out. Game should start here in just a second for us.
What do you think they're going to do for first items? I'm thinking possibly Chalice for the Zillion, maybe a Catalyst.
Zillion, he's going to need
HP to deal with the Fiora.
Zillion's going to need some form of mana regen if he plans to just do a poke style, throwing out those bombs. I don't think it would be a bad idea as Fiora to do another Guardians, you know, to have that survive.
They both went high damage, so let's see. Oof. Fiora's actually not terribly untanky. She's got pretty close to 45-50 on both armor and magic resist.
She's going to be strong enough.
43 magic resist. Meanwhile, Zillion, 23 and 30.
And there, Jason CWIN doing the same thing as Mitten, going the Guardians, boots, and pots to really give him the long sustain.
When he gets hit, he's definitely going to feel it.
Yeah, Mittens had the smart idea of getting level into every skill to do his full kit. Jason, however, like we figured, a double Q level.
Early time bomb. Oh!
Mittens already getting a nice chunk.
CWIN, go! That is some early.
Fiora already put Zillion in the place.
I was not expecting her to put out that much damage off 3 auto attacks.
No, yeah, that lunge really helped.
I mean, I guess she does have 88 AD already. And, you know, the 7% armor bend from the Masteries.
This is going to be rough on CWIN. He's going to have to land double bombs. I believe that repost right there is like we talked about. I think Mittens blocked the stun. Ooh, with the ignite.
He's just using it for harass. He's using it to keep CWIN low enough that when he does want to go in and engage, he can.
And that's the thing. If Mittens can hold that lane, he'll get the lifesteal up the Guardian's Hammer, whereas CWIN, you know, there's no health regen there on the orb, just mana regen.
He's got to wait to that 340 mark when the runes spawn. He's really at a disadvantage this match.
Tossing bombs even on minion waves isn't going to help, so Mittens might have... There it is again, another repost on the stun.
He's reposting the
Mittens-
second bomb attachment, so it's reposting the first bit of damage from the first bomb.
Mittens is really active on those stun reposts.
Because the stun and the explosion happen at the same time. He still gets stunned, but he blocks the first explosion entirely.
That one wave clear allowed CWIN to kind of already catch up in CS, so that could potentially be something that he'd want to do.
And the really hard part about this for CWIN is he has to throw... To be able to damage Mittens, he has to throw those bombs randomly into the bush and hope that the AoE is large enough that it actually lands.
Mittens getting a little aggressive there.
Yep.
But again, he can afford it right
blocks
now.
the explosion, not the attachment.
Both of them already burned at least one pot each. Ooh, taking the tower hit.
He's really not struggling for mana, though, as much as I thought he was going to be.
No, he most certainly not. CWIN already picked up his first relic, meanwhile Mittens hasn't had to retreat yet. Mittens needs to remember his ignite's down, but
That
CWIN's
was a
still
good
up.
play by CWIN. He waited a little bit to throw...
Ooh, there's the exhaust. CWIN's gonna have to flash. Oh, with the shot!
That was a nice...
There it is.
flash.
CWIN baited him into a tower, flashed right in, and that's a win.
The auto attack got cancelled because of the flash. Saved CWIN. Ooh, good
Oh,
game.
there we go.
Very
CWIN 2-0.
That
This
is
his
a
win.
great way to finish out our quarterfinals.